Hello everyone, and welcome to our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play. Today we embark upon our adventure with Hunter's Blind.
When I gave him my trophies, Assis said you should be spending more time finding Red Maw than helping me.
That bunghead isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Red Maw right now. You're gonna help with something else.
Oh? And what might that be?
Meet me outside.
One of these days, I'm going to take a holiday.
You wanna help? Here's someone who needs it. Go ahead, Elsadi.
I live in Lone Light, northeast of here. I barely escaped because Glinthawks attack anyone who ventures out. We have so few shards. Will you help? We have nowhere else to turn.
Sometimes members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. And what say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Red Maw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
About time you showed up! More Glinthawks incoming!
Well, gosh darn it, we have Glinthawks now to deal with? What is this absolute travesty? Oh, we have flying birds. That is marvelous. Obviously, they are most definitely not going to be a fan of us. I felt like that first shot was kind of on target there, but then obviously it looks like the game did not agree with that logic. But our archery skills are doing okay. We do have a couple of them so far out of commission. Obviously, that guy came flying all the way to the ground. Alright, so as of the moment, all three have been taken care of. Obviously, got to do a little bit of dodging there, as you guys can see. They do have some ranged abilities, but obviously, our ranged abilities are just a little bit better. Obviously, we're using some really efficient arrows here, and obviously, those are doing increased damage. But it's really important that we try to line up those really good shots, considering that once we get them on target, we pretty much deal some additional damage.
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Alrighty here, as you guys can see, we do have a few more of the Glinthawks over here. Obviously, their biggest weakness is fire. Maybe we should switch over to our fire arrows and see if we can't utilize these to be a little bit more efficient. Looks like we do have a couple of them coming out to play. Hopefully, they're just kind of picking at the ground, you know. Maybe they're looking for some of those worms or something. But as of the moment, obviously going to try to get some really good shots on target here. Alright, so as of the moment, both of those have been taken out of commission. Let's investigate the area and see exactly what's going on here.
There are snap maw carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here. Whoever did this, amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow. Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
Now obviously, the individual that's moving his way all the way through this particular area obviously is leaving some tracks, but I would actually argue that it's a little harder to follow this guy, considering that, you know, when he walks on wood, obviously there aren't going to be any tracks from that. Now, of course, when he steps in the mud and stuff like that, that's an entirely different story.
These must be the Snapmaw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you? You already have one? Well, that's impressive. All right, then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy. Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements, and Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. She did save his life, but I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.